Oh, how I love thee! How I dote on thee!
Welcome, Puck. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage I do begin to pity, for meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors for this hateful fool. I did upbraid her and fall out with her, when I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged of my patience. I then did ask of her changeling child, which straight she gave me, and her fairy sent to bear him to my bower in fairyland. And now I have the child, I will release this hateful imperfection from off her sight. Good Puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he, waking when the others do, may all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents than the fierce vexations of a dream. But first, I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be, see as thou wast wont to see. Dian's bud or Cupid's power has such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
Ah! How came these things to pass? Ah! Oh, how mine eyes do loathe his visage now.
Silence a while. Puck, take off this head. Music call, and strike more dead than all these 5 descents.
Music, oh, music, such as charmed sleep.
Now when thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Sound of music. Come, my queen, take hands with me and walk the ground whereon these sleepers be. Solemnly dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphantly, and blessed to all fair prosperity. So shall all the couples 3 be wedded with Theseus, all in jollity.
Fairy king, attend and mark, I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after night's shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, in enough light, tell me how it came this night, that I, sleeping here, was found with these mortals on the ground.
Go one of you, find out the forester, for our observation is now performed, and we have the vanguard of the day. My love shall hear the music of my hounds uncouple in the western valley. Let them go, dispatch I say, and find the forester. We will, fair queen, up to the mountain's top, and mark the music of my hounds and echo in conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in the wood they bayed the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never had I heard such gallant chiding. Every region near seemed all one mutual cry. I never heard such a musical discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds are bred out of the Spartan kind, so fluid, so sanded, their heads hung with ears that sweep away the morning dew. A cry more tunable was never cheered. Judge when you hear. But soft, what names are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep, and this Lysander. This Demetrius is Helena, old Nader's Helena. Oh, I wonder their being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and hearing of our intent, came here in grace of our solemnity. But speak, Aegeus, is not this the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Go bid the huntsmen wake them up with their horns. Good morrow, friends. Saint Valentine is past. Begin these wood birds but to couple now?
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all, stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How come this gentle concord in this world? that hatred is so far from jealousy, to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half sleep, half waking. But as yet I swear it, I cannot truly say how I came here. As I think, so truly do I speak. And now I do bethink me, so it is. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril of the Athenian law.
Enough, my lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away. They would have Demetrius, thereby defeated you and me. You of your wife, and me of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither to this wood. And I in fury hither followed them, fair Helena, in fancy following me. But my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is. My love to Hermia, melted as the snow, seems to me now as the remembrance of an idol god, which in my childhood I did dote upon. And all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and the pleasure of mine eyne is only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia, but like a sickness did I loathe this food. But, as in health, have come to my natural taste, now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse, we more will hear anon. Aegeus, I'll overbear your will. For in the temple, by and by with us, these couples shall eternally be knit. And as the morning now is something warm, our purposed hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3, where we'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
These things seem small and undistinguishable, like far-off mountains turned into clouds.
Methinks I see these things with parted eye, when everything seems double.
So methinks, and I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Do not you think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why, then we are awake. Let's follow him. And by the way, let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me, and I will answer. My next is most fair Pyramus. By hope! Peter Quince, flip the bellows mender, snuck the joiner, startling? God is my life. Stolen hence and left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream, past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if he'll go about to expound this dream. Methought I was. Well, there is no man who can tell what. Methought I was, and methought I had. There is no man who can say what methought I had. Oh, the eye of man hath not heard. The ear of man hath not seen. Man's hand is not able to taste, nor his tongue to confound, nor his heart to report what dream it was. I will go to Peter Quince, and he shall write a ballad of this dream. It shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom. And I shall sing it at the latter end of the play before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it the more gracious, I shall sing it at her death.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Has he come home yet?
Nothing heard of. I doubt he's transported.
If he come not, then the play is marred. Goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. You have not a man throughout all Athens able to discharge Pyramus but he.
No, he hath only the best wits of any handicraft man in Athens.
Yea, and the best person too. And he's a very paramour for such a sweet voice.
You must say paragon. A paramour is, God bless us, a thing of naught.
Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple, and there are 2 or 3 lords and ladies more married. If our sport had gone forward, we would have been made men.
Sweet bully Bonner. Thus hath he lost 6 pence a day during his life. He could not escape 6 pence a day. And the Duke could not give him 6 pence a day for playing Pyramus? I'll be hanged. He would have deserved it. 6 pence a day in Pyramus or nothing.
Oh, where are these lords? Oh, happy hour! Oh, masters, I am to discourse wonders. But ask me not what for if I tell you I am no true Athenian. I will tell you just as a real man. Let us hear, sweet bottom. Oh, not a word of me. All that I will tell you is that the Duke hath died. Get your apparel together, new ribbons to your pumps. Meet presently at the castle. Every man or his part, for the short and the long is, our play is preferred. In any case, let this be have clean linens, and let the one who plays the lion pare not her nails. They are to hang out as the lion's claws. Roar! Roar! And men, eat no onions nor garlic, for we are to utter sweet breath, and I do not doubt but to hear them say it is a sweet comedy.
Okay, well, like, what is it?
No more words. Away! Come on, away!
That these lovers speak of?
More strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables, nor these fairy tales. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies, that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all compact. One sees more devils than the vast hell can hold. That is the madman. The lover, all as frantic, sees Helen's beauty in a brow of Egypt. The poet's eyes, in a fine frenzy rolling, doth gaze from heaven to earth and from earth to heaven. And as imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown, the poet's pen turns them into shapes and gives to airy nothing a local habitation and name.
But all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesses than fancy's images, and grows to something of great constancy, but howsoever strange and admirable.
Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends. Joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us wait in your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come now, what masks, what dances shall we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? Where is our usual manager of mirth? What revels are in hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Call to illustrate.
Here, mighty Theseus.
Say, what abridgments have you for this evening? What masks? What music? How shall we beguile this lazy time, if not with some delight?
There is a brief how many sports are ripe. Make choice of which your highness will see first.
The Battle of the Centaurs, sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. Will none of that. That have I told my love, in glory of my kinsman, Hercules. The thrice 3 muses, lamenting the death of learning, late deceased in beggary. That is some satire, keen and critical, not sorting of her nuptial ceremony. A tedious, brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe, a very tragical mirth, merry and tragical, tedious and brief. There is hot ice, wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have seen any play. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious, for in all the play there's not one word apt, one player fitted, and tragic, my noble lord, it is. For Pyramus there doth kill himself, which I must confess when I saw rehearsed, made my eyes water. But more merry tears, the passion of loud laughter never shed.
What are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, who never labored in their minds till now, but have now told their unbreathed memories on display against their nuptial.
And we will hear that play.
No, my lord, it is not for you. I have heard it over, and there's nothing unless you can find scorn in their intents to do you service.
We will hear that play. For never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go, bring them in. Take your places, ladies.
I love not to see wretchedness overcharged and duty and his service perishing.
Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
But they say they can do nothing of this kind.
The kind are we to give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take what they mistake, and what poor duty cannot do, noble respect takes it in might, not merit. Trust me, sir, out of this silence I'll pick a welcome, and in the modesty of fearful duty, I read as much as from the rattling tongue of saucy and audacious eloquence. Love, therefore, and tongue-tied simplicity, in least, speak the most to my capacity.
My lord, the prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
If we offend, it is with our goodwill. That you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill, to show our simple skill. That is the true beginning of our end. Consider then, we come but in despite. We do not come minding to content you. Our true intent is, all for your delight, we are not here. That you should here repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are like to know.
This fellow doth not stand upon points.
He hath read his lines like a rough colt. He knows not to stop.
Indeed, he has played this prologue like a child on a recorder, a sound but not in government.
His speech is like a tangled chain. Nothing impaired, but all disordered. Who's next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this play, but wonder on, until truth makes all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady, Thisbe is certain. This man with lime and rough cast doth present wall, that vile wall in which did these lovers sunder, and through walls chink. Poor souls, they are content to whisper, at the which let no man wonder. This man with lantern, dog, and bush of thorn presenteth moonshine, for if you would know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn. To meet at Ninus' tomb, there to woo this grisly beast, which lion hight by name, the trusty Thisbe, coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright. And as she fled, her mantle she did fall, which lion vile with bloody mouth did stain. And on comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat with blade, with bloody, blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. And Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, but lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion be to speak.
No wonder, my lord. One lion may when many asses do.